Creative Magic Club. What's up? This is Sarah Mack and welcome to Creative Magic Club. Together we'll discover inspirational stories of creative entrepreneurs living out their dreams, doing the work they are most passionate about, and building wealth in magical and fun ways. While building a six-figure income as a writer and coach, helping other women to launch their dream businesses, I've connected with so many incredible people and seen it proven again and again that you can thrive financially doing whatever it is you are passionate about. I am here to share life-changing strategies for mindset, making money, and reaching more people with your work in a business and life filled with creativity, freedom, and fun. Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and I'm doing a live stream on something that's been percolating a lot for me the last couple weeks. After speaking to, I've been doing intensives with quite a few new clients, and in talking to my existing clients, there's just been a lot of patterns that have been coming up that I'm really excited to share with you, that I know is going to help you really find alignment and confidence in your message and like your focus in what you're selling in your business as a healer. So I know how much the struggle is real around this when you are multi-talented and you love working in multiple ways. You're good at working and helping people in multiple different ways. You've like created success in multiple different areas of your life, but you want to find that alignment that you really are passionate about and you're not going to get bored about talking about on repeat over and over and over again. And I've been seeing with quite a few of my clients who I've been speaking to over the past week, these trends really standing out. And I've experienced the same thing too, where it's like you have things that you're really good at, and then you have things that you're really passionate about. And trying to pick what to focus on in your business can really feel like a tug of war. And something that has, really started to bring so much clarity around this conversation around what types of decisions and focuses really serve us has been looking at astrological birth charts, which is something that I've been integrating for my clients lately. And, when I first understood how to look at my astrology chart, it just gave me so much clarity on how oh yeah, here are all of the different pieces that I represent and I embody. But here are the pieces where this is really my strength. This is really my purpose. And this is what I'm really good at talking about and supporting others through. We're complex, right? And so the struggle is real when it comes to creating a clear message and really helping our clients and strangers on the internet understand what the hell we do and how we can help people so that we can easily make sales and we're not just being confusing, being vague, or trying to sell something that we're actually not aligned with selling. So I'm really excited to share these pieces with you. And, for me, it's it's been, a tug of war between money mindset and messaging. And I do both of those things. But for a long time, I was like, oh, I want to focus on this. And then I should be focusing on that. Or, my niche should be this and my programs should be this. And when we zoom out and see ourselves as a whole person and see ourselves as a brand and as a business, knowing that we can do multiple things and we get to position them in ways that are intelligent, that are streamlined, and really make communicating what we do and selling easy so that it's fun. We're positioning the things that we're good at in ways that it's really fun for us to talk about and be repetitive around, which is, the skill of marketing that leads to consistent money, in a way that it can feel really, really aligned for us because it's also bringing us growth and it's also, us really leaning into our purpose, work, and our calling. So here are some key things that I wanted to share with you, that when you integrate these, it's really going to help you to embody that clarity and to navigate through those moments where you're like, is this resistance or is this fear or is it misalignment? Which, is 24/7 the experience of being an entrepreneur and having a business, right? And evolving as a human being. So the number one thing to finding alignment in your business as a healer is to know yourself. And, obviously, like, shadow work is a big part of this conversation. Sometimes we don't know things until we know things. So really paying attention to the patterns and the trends in the challenges that you have faced, paying attention to the triggers, paying attention to, what has really brought you the most growth. And, also more on of like a superficial level, like what are the things that you're doing every day? Like, what are you actually embodying? What are you saying yes to? What are your habits? What are your routines? What are your rituals? What are the things that help you? Like, this is the easiest way to make money, is to, as an entrepreneur, is to be like, well, what has helped me? What do I know? What do I use? What have I embodied? And how can I help one more person with this thing today? Like, this is how I built my entire business, just like one person at a time, solving one problem at a time, sharing one thing that has helped me at a time. Like, it's enough. Keep doing that. You're going to create momentum. All the clarity will come, the clients will come, the money will come. So, knowing yourself, obviously doing like a little bit of that deeper work and, looking at your astrology chart can really help to bring some of those things to light for you. But on a superficial level, like, what do you do? What helps you? Sometimes that's enough, especially when you look at the things that have repeatedly helped you year after year, and that you keep coming back to. And then the next piece that's really going to help you to find alignment is, again, knowing those things that have helped you and that have got you to where you are today, is to really focus on embodying your work at higher and higher levels, or just at consistent levels, right? Knowing when you're dipping out, knowing when you're maybe in resistance. Because as soon as we really focus on like, who am I? What has helped me? What has got me to where I am today? And where am I in my level of commitment around that? To really dip back in to embodying that. And sometimes it can feel boring, right? It's very easy to chase the shiny object, to put responsibility for our results on somebody else, to buy another program, hire another coach, thinking it's going to solve all of our problems, when really, we always have that power all the way along. And just asking ourselves, how can I embody what I already know at a more, just like the next level of commitment and consistency? Because, the things that you've been working on and that have helped you, that is your highest level of experience. And in really stepping into that work, that clarity and those insights and that confidence in who you are and how you can help people is going to be a day-to-day experience for you. And then sharing that message, marketing that, creating products and selling around that is going to be so much more simple and so much easier. Like, you don't have to think about what to say, because you're being it and you're doing it, and that knowledge and that clarity is at your fingertips. So the next piece, which is so important and probably the hardest piece, is trusting your desires. So, very often, like if you've watched my masterclass from last week, which is available for one more day, it was my process on helping you to really get to that sweet spot. This is something I've just become so good at helping people with over the years of coaching. And, it's that center point where it's like what you love to do, what you're excited to do, what you've embodied, and what is most valuable for people. However, disclaimer, for a lot of people, there's actually like a lot of options within that sweet spot. And so sometimes from the outside looking in, like from a business coach's perspective, it's like, oh, well, this is obvious. Like, you could make so much money doing this, and there are probably loads of things that you could monetize and that you could be very successful at helping people at. But when it's not aligned, the desire isn't there. So, tell me if this resonates with you, when you're like, yeah, I'm really good at this, but I just don't want to do it. I'm not excited about it. And I've had quite a few clients, who have experienced that, when I'm like, oh, I've noticed a sweet spot for them. And then they're like, yeah, but I'm not excited about that. Then we know to look in another direction. And usually I'll refer back to their charts and be like, oh no, now I see which part of your area of your chart is really alive for you. Is this what you feel most excited about doing? And they're always like, yes. That's what I feel most excited about, but maybe there's not so much clarity. Maybe it's not such an easy win. Maybe it's something where there's more imposter syndrome and like a little bit more mindset and belief work to be done to really feel confident in selling products and services around those particular topics and helping people in those particular ways, particularly as healers, right? Because we're always in doing that work and embodying our own work, we're developing our own processes, and that's always evolving and that's always shifting. And often when we're doing something new, or we've been doing something and it's been working really well for us, sometimes it takes working with a few clients and really, getting that proof of concept to have that real clarity on exactly what your process is, and to really have that confidence that it works, not just for you, but for other people as well. So this is why it's so important to trust your desires. And this is the way I've always worked in my business, is when I feel really excited about something, I experiment on my clients. Like before I started, selling products with more like astrology integrated into it, I would just like gift my clients sessions and, start bringing these new tools and skills that I'd been benefiting from personally, and then using it with my existing clients, and then, really getting that proof of concept and that confidence with it before I start selling it, as a part of my work, and just like slowly integrating and bringing these new things in. Same with human design, just like little by little, bringing that into my client work in the way that it's been helping me and building out, my abilities and my tools and my skill set, which, as healers, we're always doing, right? We're always adding to our tool belt and our toolkit. Some things really stick and some things really don't. And so it's really in following our desire. And the thing, like, that's there for a reason. That like excitement and that energy around certain things that you just don't have for other things, it's there for a reason. Before we get back to the episode, I have something exciting to tell you about. There were a couple of key things that changed everything in my life as an entrepreneur that allowed me to bring in 6 figures while working half as many hours and having more fun than ever before in my business. It was money mindset work around how I was doing business, combined with getting good at sharing strategic sales content online. I know you know that this is your year to start hitting your 10K month income goal and living the life of creative freedom and fulfillment you have been dreaming about. You're ready to be consistently attracting total dream soulmate clients through the creative content you're sharing on social media, and you want to be reaching more people, charging higher rates, and working much less. So I'm very excited to invite you to join me in Freedom Club, my mastermind, where you'll receive tailored high-level support to master the skills that will create your dream life and 6-figure dream business starting now. With focused weekly trainings and coaching calls to find the clarity on your content that's going to make you the most money, to design a simple, fun launch strategy you'll enjoy following through on, plus daily support and feedback from me in the Voxer chat, you'll find that sweet spot in your business where you're the most confident in your work, having the most fun, and making the most money. Go to withsarahmac.com/freedom club to apply now. Now let's get back to the episode. So pay attention to the desires that won't go away, to the things that you're obsessed with, to the things that you keep coming back to again and again and again. And pay attention and ask yourself, how can I integrate this into my business and the way that I'm working with clients, and just start to experiment and just start to play. And know the difference between fear or resistance and misalignment. Because often, when something's aligned, it's usually more of an imposter syndrome type thought process. So it will be like, oh, I don't feel like good enough, or yeah, but I'm not like qualified enough, or I don't have as many certifications, or like blah, 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 like those types of thoughts, which, like I just described, it's very easy to get over those when you just start implementing, right? Like find ways to start implementing, like experiment on people, do some free sessions, like whatever it takes to start to put something into practice that you have a desire around. Fear and resistance is, so that's, how like fear and resistance can show up. And the answer to that is finding the path of least resistance to integrate the things that you're excited by. And, but when it's misalignment, it's kind of like that feeling of you're digging your heels in and you're like, I just don't want to do this, or the thought of seeing client after client after client and having this conversation over and over and over again around these specific topics makes me want to like scratch my eyes out, right? Like that's misalignment. And you really get to trust that. And something that maybe was really aligned for you in the beginning has served its purpose, and it's time for you to evolve past that and to step into something new. And obviously that can feel scary when you're in business if you have established income streams and you're stepping into new income streams. So really building that trust muscle of when I follow my desire and I keep following and I keep finding the path of least resistance, that's going to evolve me to the next level of alignment that's going to feel so freaking good. Even if it doesn't like immediately work out or, you know, immediately get me amazing results, or maybe, you know, there's going to be a messy middle where there's some letting go of some of the existing income streams to make space for the new income streams to come through and to develop and for you to get clarity and build those out. So so the goal and the thing that's going to get you there faster in, you know, your constant evolution and growth is to align your beliefs with your desires. This is the fastest path. It's not always the easiest, right? It's like that consistent daily mindset work, that consistent redirecting those thought processes that come up and those insecurities that get triggered when you step into things that you really care about and that you're really excited about and are kind of edgy for you. So do the mindset work, you know, really trust your desires, really build that belief that what you desire works out for you, and practice taking leaps, practice, you know, putting yourself out there and really creating evidence that when I make those shifts, which can feel huge to us, but can look tiny from the outside looking in, to build the evidence that when I trust my desires, when I lean into what is most exciting to me, it works out. And the only reason it doesn't work out is usually there's still some mindset stuff to clean up. As soon as our mindset is aligned with our belief enough, then it works. And I've proven that to myself over and over again in many different evolutions of my business and the way that I work with people. So, and you know, pay attention to that resistance that won't go away around certain topics. And if you're selling something because you think it will sell, or because you think it will be easier, or because a business coach told you that you should do that, pay attention to that. And, you know there's so many different ways to find that alignment in your business, and, you know, new topics, like content that you're creating, offers that you're creating, like you really get to experiment and play. And then you're really going to start to get feedback on what's working and what isn't working. And sometimes what's working doesn't necessarily mean, oh, like I made loads of money and loads of people signed up and loads of people bought. Sometimes what's working means it feels really freaking good, because that's your alignment. So if you keep following what feels really good, what would be a dream come true for you in your business, and you keep following that, even if you have some flop launches, even if nobody's showing up, it doesn't mean that it's not working. So following the feel good, even if it's frustrating and it might not take off initially, and maybe there's like a few tweaks and some skill sets that still need to be built for you around positioning and marketing and selling, following the feel good, if you're doing that in your business, you're going to love your business day after day after day, and the money's going to follow and the clients are going to follow, and you're building a freedom business, and you're not trying to force yourself into, a model of making money that doesn't feel good. Even if it, the main reason why something that doesn't feel good works initially is simply because your belief system is around it. So the faster you can close the gap between what you want and your belief, the more fun you're going to be having in business. So, if you are a healer, you're multi-talented, you're a coach, and you want to be leaning more into that sweet spot and feeling confident, feeling aligned, and clear on your process and how you help clients and how to position and market that, that's exactly the work I'm going to be doing in Profitable Group Programs, which is my new program that's starting next week on Monday. And I'm going to be, the people that have already hopped in, I've been looking at their astrology charts, and we're really going to be getting clear on what the alignment is for you in your business to create a signature offer. It doesn't have to be like you're putting yourself in a box for the rest of your life around this offer, but just really finding alignment with a signature offer that you can launch and sell, start working with really amazing aligned clients. You can repurpose and continue to sell this program as a self-study course if you want to. You can relaunch it. We're going to be really focused on getting that clarity in your messaging that really reflects your alignment and who you are and what you're bringing to your business and clients, and launching in ways that feel really fun for you, really following that feel good, really following your desires and holding space for the desires and what wants to come through, and really getting to that clarity in your message and tweaking it so it's attracting, you know, the perfect fit, ready to buy, aligned soulmate clients that are going to co-create this with you and help you get that clarity on your progress, on your process even more, which, you know, that clarity really comes through as we're working with clients. So this is my my superpower, is getting that alignment in your messaging to attract those aligned clients, to really bring out your process and your alignment and your fun and your feel good in your business. So if you know that you know, are ready for that feedback and that reflection on your purpose work, on your message, on your positioning of your offer, on your brand message and your content pillars, and really how, you know, which parts of your story is to share to clearly communicate to people who are a good fit to work with you. This is an amazing, amazing program to be able to do that. It's high touch, tailored support. We have Voxer chat, we have weekly calls with simple strategy. It's going to guide you into your alignment with your offer, your launch strategy, the delivery of your program, and then repurposing that content to be able to resell it into the future of your business for years to come, and to be able to keep making money off this program that we're going to create together. So I'm so excited. This is really the work that took me from having a $0 launch to really understanding how to speak about who I am and what I help people with, relaunching the same offer and really getting into alignment with that, really getting clear on my messaging, creating powerful content that I was then able to, you know, I launched it and then I repurposed it, and I had a 10K group program launch when I was on vacation for 2 weeks, just repurposing content. So once you get that alignment and you get that feedback on who it's bringing in and really get it to work, then you can continue to rinse and repeat and get clients from that content into the future in your business, whether you automate that and make it passive, whether you continue to relaunch it. You know, this has enabled me to create 3 to 10K in recurring monthly revenue through scalable group programs, which has given me so much freedom in my business, enabled me to write my book, take 4-day weekends, take vacations, take care of my health. And I'm really, really passionate about helping you to get really freaking good at this, because it's so much fun and it's so much easier when we're launching together and you have that support to really have a powerful launch and put out some powerful content that will attract all the right people into your audience. So please feel free to message me if you want to chat about if profitable group programs is a good fit for you. This is a good fit if you've already been working with some one-on-one clients and you're really ready to scale a signature course, even if you're not 100% sure what your signature course would look like. We're going to help you to get clarity on that. Or maybe you already have a program and you really want to tweak it and align it and take it to the next level and really be scaling that and reaching more people. So I am so freaking excited. I still have one bonus brand storytelling strategy call for the next person who joins, where I'll look at your astrology chart and we'll get those really clear insights on what is aligned for you in your business. So please share this with anybody you know needs to hear this message. Please send me some hearts and likes and some comments if you've watched the replay. And I'm sending you so much love. Have an amazing day. Bye.
For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com, and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.